A small dirty boy in torn clothes stands in the richest mansion in Lagos. His hands shake as he touches the crying baby. 14 expensive doctors have failed. The billionaire father watches with tears in his eyes. The boy closes his eyes and sniffs the air like a dog. Then he walks to the corner of the room and moves a big toy box. There. He points at the wall. That black thing is killing your baby. Everyone gasps. What did this homeless boy find that 14 doctors missed? Before we continue this amazing story, please hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and comment below where you are watching from and what time it is in your country. Now, let's see what happens next. Mr. David Thompson owns everything in Lagos. Big hotels, many shops, tall buildings that touch the sky. His cars cost millions of naira. His house in Ikoyi is like a palace with golden gates and a swimming pool bigger than most people's homes. But all his money cannot help him now. His baby boy Michael is dying. Little Michael cries all day and all night. He does not eat. He does not sleep. His small body burns with fever. Every day he gets weaker. Every day his parents' hearts break more. David's wife, Grace, cannot stop crying. She holds Michael close to her chest, rocking him back and forth. Please, my baby, please get better, she whispers. But Michael just cries and cries. David takes Michael to St. Mary's Hospital, the biggest, most expensive hospital in Victoria Island. The doctors wear white coats. They have big machines that beep and flash. They poke Michael with needles. They take his blood. They check everything. We will find what is wrong, the head doctor promises. But after 1 week, the doctor shakes his head. I am sorry, Mr. Thompson. We cannot find the problem. Try another hospital. David does not give up. He takes Michael to another hospital. The doctors try different medicine. Nothing works. Michael gets worse. 3rd hospital. 4th hospital. 5th hospital. David counts them. 6, 7, 8 hospitals. Some doctors come from America. Some come from England. Some come from South Africa. All of them are very expensive. All of them are very smart. But none of them can help baby Michael. By the 14th doctor, David has spent 50 million naira. That money can buy 10 houses. But David doesn't care about money. He only cares about his son. I will spend everything I have, David tells Grace. Everything just to let our baby live. Grace stops eating food. She cannot taste anything. She sits by Michael's bed day and night. Her eyes are red from crying. Her body is thin. The workers in the house whisper with worry. They have never seen their madam like this. David goes to his office, but he cannot work. He sits at his big desk and puts his head in his hands. His workers hear him crying. The richest man in Lagos crying like a child. What kind of sickness is this? David asks God. Why can't anyone help my son? Michael is now so weak. He cannot even open his eyes properly. His little chest moves up and down, but very slowly. The nurses David hired shake their heads sadly. They think Michael will die soon. But then something incredible happens that will change everything. One hot afternoon, David leaves another hospital. Another failure. Another doctor who cannot help. He is so tired, so sad. His driver, Ibrahim, drives the big car through Lagos traffic. They stop at the traffic light on Eco Bridge. David looks out the window, not really seeing anything. Then something catches his eye. Under the bridge, a small boy sits on the ground. He wears torn clothes with holes everywhere. No shoes on his dirty feet. His hair is rough and uncombed. A street child. But this boy is not begging. He is not sleeping. He is doing something strange. The boy mixes green leaves and brown roots in a small bowl. An old woman sits next to him. She has a big sore on her arm, red and painful looking. She is crying softly. David watches as the boy carefully puts his green mixture on the woman's sore. The boy speaks to her gently like a real doctor. After a few minutes, something amazing happens. The woman stops crying. She smiles. She touches the boy's head with her good hand, thanking him. Stop the car, David tells Ibrahim suddenly. Sir? Ibrahim is confused. Here on the bridge? Yes. Stop now. Ibrahim parks the car. David gets out. People walking by stop and stare. Why is this rich man in expensive clothes getting out of his big car on Eco Bridge? David walks to the boy. Up close, he can see the boy is very thin, maybe 10 years old, but his eyes are bright and intelligent. Hello, small boy, David says. What are you doing? The boy looks up. He is not scared of the rich man. Good afternoon, sir. I am helping this mama. She has pain, so I made medicine for her. Medicine from leaves. David kneels down to see better. Where did you learn this? The boy smiles a shy smile. My grandmother taught me, sir, before she died. She was a great healer in our village. She knew all the plants. Which ones stop pain? Which ones stop fever? Which ones heal wounds? Every day she taught me. I remember everything. What is your name? Peter, sir. Where are your parents, Peter? The smile disappears from Peter's face. My mama died when I was born, sir. My papa died 3 years ago. Then my grandmother brought me to Lagos to find work, but she got sick and died too. I had nowhere to go, so I stayed on the streets. But I still remember everything grandmother taught me about healing. David looks at the old woman. Her sir already looks better. The redness is less. She is not crying anymore. Something inside David's heart speaks to him. Maybe it is God. Maybe it is just desperate hope. But David makes a decision. Peter, I have a baby boy. He is very sick. Very, very sick. 14 doctors, the best doctors in Nigeria and from overseas, they all try to help him, but they cannot. He is dying. David's voice breaks. Can you try to help him? Peter is quiet for a moment. He looks at David's expensive clothes, his shiny shoes, his big car. Then he looks at his own dirty hands and torn shirt. Sir, I am just a street boy. Those doctors know many things that I don't know. But you know things they don't know, David says. Please, I am begging you. Just try. What do I have to lose? Peter nods slowly. Okay, sir. I will try. But I must see the baby first. When David brings Peter to his mansion, Grace nearly faints with shock. David, what is this? Why are you bringing a street child into our home? She looks at Peter's dirty clothes and bare feet with wide eyes. Grace, please. David holds her hands. We have tried everything. 14 doctors. Let us try this. What if God sent this boy to help us? Grace looks at her husband's desperate face. Then she looks at Michael's room where their baby lies dying. She closes her eyes and nods. Okay, let him try. The house workers clean Peter. They give him a bath, his first real bath in months. They give him food, hot jollof rice and chicken. Peter eats like he hasn't eaten in days, because he hasn't. They give him new clothes, a clean shirt and trousers that fit him properly. Then Peter goes to Michael's room. The room is beautiful. Big bed, expensive toys everywhere, soft carpet, air conditioning making it cool, everything a baby could want. Peter walks slowly to Michael's bed. The baby lies there so small, so weak. His breathing is soft and slow. His skin is pale. Peter touches Michael's forehead gently. He checks the baby's tongue. He smells Michael's breath, something grandmother taught him. He presses Michael's stomach softly to feel it. Grace and David watch nervously. The house workers peek through the door. Then Peter does something nobody expects. He gets on his hands and knees and starts sniffing the air like a dog. He sniffs near the bed. He sniffs near the window. He sniffs in every corner of the room. What is he doing? Grace whispers. Peter moves to the corner where the big toy box sits. He sniffs there. His nose wrinkles. He pushes the heavy toy box away from the wall. There. Peter points at the wall behind the toy box. Everyone rushes over to look. On the wall, hidden behind where the toy box was, black spots cover the wall. Black mold. It spreads like dark fingers across the white paint. It smells bad like old wet clothes left in a corner. This is the poison, Peter says. This bad thing makes poison that goes into the air. The baby breathes it every day, every night. It goes into his body. That's why he is sick. That's why he cannot get better. Grace puts her hand over her mouth. Oh my God. The toy box has been there since before Michael was born. We never moved it. David cannot believe it. All those doctors, all those tests, all those machines, and nobody checked the walls. They checked the baby, sir, Peter says quietly. But they did not check where the baby lives. David's mind is racing. He remembers now. 3 months ago, there was a small leak in the wall. A plumber came and fixed it, but nobody checked if mold grew behind the furniture afterward. Nobody thought about it. We must move the baby now, Peter says urgently. Away from this poison. Grace quickly picks up Michael. She carries him to another bedroom on the other side of the house, far away from the mold. Peter runs outside to the garden. He moves quickly among the plants. He picks some neem leaves. He picks some bitter leaf. He picks bark from the dogonyaro tree. He picks other plants that David does not know the names of. Back in the kitchen, Peter boils water. He puts all the leaves and bark inside. The water turns dark green. A strong smell fills the kitchen. Not sweet, but not terrible, like medicine. Peter lets it cool a little. Then he takes a spoon and gives baby Michael just a few drops. Just 3 or 4 drops on his tongue. Michael makes a face. It doesn't taste good, but he swallows it. Peter also crushes some of the leaves into a paste. He rubs this paste on Michael's chest and back, right over his heart and lungs. What does this do? Grace asks, watching everything carefully. The poison from the mold is inside the baby's body now, madam, Peter explains. In his chest, in his blood. This medicine will help push the poison out. It will help his body fight and become strong again. How long will it take? David asks. Maybe 3 days, sir. Maybe 4. We must give him the medicine 3 times every day. Morning, afternoon, and night. Will you stay here with us? Grace asks. Please, until Michael is better. Peter nods. Yes, madam. I will stay. For 3 days, Peter stays in the mansion. It is like a dream for him. He has a soft bed to sleep in. He has 3 meals every day. He has clean clothes. But he does not forget why he is there. Every morning at 7 o'clock, Peter gives Michael the leaf medicine. Every afternoon at 2 o'clock, he gives it again. Every night at 8 o'clock, he gives it one more time. He changes the paste on Michael's chest twice a day. He makes sure the room always has fresh air flowing through the windows. On the first day, nothing happens. Michael still lies quiet and weak. Grace starts to lose hope. Her face falls. But Peter says, please wait, madam. The medicine is working inside where you cannot see, like seeds growing underground before they break through the soil. You cannot see them, but they are working. On the second day, something small happens. Michael opens his eyes. Not just a little bit. He opens them wide. He looks around the room. He sees his mother's face. He sees his father. He sees Peter. Grace gasps. David, he opened his eyes. David rushes over. He sees his son looking at him clearly for the first time in so long. David starts crying. Happy tears this time. But Peter says, this is good, but we must continue. 2 more days. On the 3rd day, the miracle happens. It is morning. Peter comes to give Michael his medicine. But before he can, he hears something he has not heard in this house since he arrived. Michael is not crying. The terrible crying that never stopped. It has stopped. Peter rushes to Michael's bed. Grace and David come running too. Michael lies there looking up at them. And then he smiles. A real baby smile. His little face lights up like the sun coming out from behind clouds. Michael. Grace screams with joy. She picks him up carefully. Michael feels different. His body is not hot anymore. The fever is gone. His skin has color again. Healthy pink, not pale white. And then Michael laughs. A beautiful baby laugh. Hee. His little hands reach up for his mother's face. Grace hugs Michael and cries and laughs at the same time. David falls to his knees right there on the floor. He lifts his hands to heaven. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. David is crying so much he can barely speak. All the workers in the house hear the commotion. They come running. When they see baby Michael awake and laughing, they start dancing and singing. The cook is dancing. The gardener is dancing. The security man at the gate is dancing. Everyone is celebrating. Michael reaches for a toy. He grabs it. His little hands work properly now. He puts the toy in his mouth and makes happy baby sounds. He wants to eat, Grace says. She quickly gets Michael's bottle. Michael drinks the milk. Gulp, gulp, gulp. He drinks it all. He hasn't eaten properly in months. And now he's drinking like a healthy baby. David walks over to Peter. The small boy stands quietly in the corner watching everyone celebrate. Peter is smiling too. David kneels down in front of Peter. This powerful billionaire kneels before a homeless street child. Peter. David's voice shakes with emotion. You saved my son. You did what 14 doctors with all their degrees and machines could not do. You did the impossible. Tears stream down David's face. How can I ever thank you? How can I repay you? Peter looks at David. Then he looks around at the beautiful house. Then he looks at baby Michael now healthy and happy in his mother's arms. I am just happy the baby is well. Sir, Peter says quietly. That is enough for me. But David shakes his head. No, it is not enough. Tell me what you want. Money? I will give you money. A house. I will buy you a house, a car, anything. Just tell me. Peter thinks carefully. His young face becomes serious. Then he says something that surprises everyone in the room. "Sir, I want to go to school." "School?" David says. "Yes, sir. I want to learn to read and write properly. I want to study books. I want to become a real doctor. Not just with leaves and roots, but with everything. I want to help many people, sir. Not just one or two on the street, but hundreds, thousands of people." The room becomes very quiet. Everyone stares at Peter. This boy who has nothing, who sleeps under bridges, who goes hungry, who could ask for money, for food, for a comfortable life. He only wants education. He only wants to help people. David's heart feels like it might break from emotion. He stands up and pulls Peter into a big hug. "You will go to the best school in Lagos," David promises. "No, the best school in Nigeria. You will live here in this house with us. You will be like a son to me, Peter, a son. And when you finish school, I will send you to the best university in the world to become a doctor. I promise you this." Grace comes over with Michael. "Yes, you saved our son. Now we will save your future. You are part of our family now." Peter cannot believe what he is hearing. Just 4 days ago, he was sleeping under Eco Bridge with an empty stomach and no future. Now he has a family. Now he has hope. Now he has a future. Tears run down Peter's face. He tries to speak but cannot find words, so he just nods and cries and smiles all at once. David does even more. He gives Peter's plant medicine to scientists at the University of Lagos to study. The scientists discover that Peter was right. The special combination of leaves he used really does help remove mold poison from the body. They turn it into proper medicine that hospitals can use. Now many people who get sick from mold can be healed. David also goes back to Eco Bridge. He finds the old woman that Peter was helping. He gives her a small house to live in and money for food every month. The woman cries and thanks God for sending David. David even hires Peter to teach other people about healing plants. Peter becomes famous. Newspapers write stories about the street boy who saved the billionaire's baby. But Peter stays humble. He never forgets where he came from. 3 months later, Michael is completely healthy. He crawls around the house. He laughs. He plays with his toys. He eats all his food. You would never know he was once so sick. Peter wears a school uniform now. He carries books. Every morning, David's driver takes him to the best private school in Ikoyi. Peter studies hard. He is top of his class. At night, Peter comes home to the mansion, his home now. Grace makes sure he eats good food. Michael, now healthy and strong, plays with Peter like Peter is his big brother. David watches Peter and Michael play together, and he smiles. He learns something important. Wisdom does not only come from expensive places. Sometimes the greatest knowledge lives in the smallest person. Sometimes God hides the answer in places we would never think to look. All those doctors with their degrees and machines and expensive bills could not help. But one small homeless boy with a big heart and his grandmother's wisdom did the impossible. And that is how a street boy became a son. How ancient wisdom saved modern medicine. And how the richest man in Lagos learned that the greatest treasures in life cannot be bought. They must be discovered with an open heart. What an amazing story. If you love this story on Storysphere, please subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that like button and in the comments, tell us what lesson did you learn from Peter's story. Turn on notifications so you never miss our stories. Share this video with your friends and family.